Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to another enlightening episode of Shipa Library. We believe in the power of knowledge. Today, we're diving into a topic that's bound to inspire and uplift your spirits. We'll be exploring the transformative power of a positive attitude and how it can turn problems into opportunities. But before we begin, remember that knowledge is powerful when shared. So don't forget to hit that like button, share this episode with your friends and family, and subscribe to our podcast for more thought-provoking content. In today's episode, we'll be delving into Lesson 5 from the book Attitude is Everything by Jeff Keller, titled, Turn Your Problems into Opportunities. We all face challenges and setbacks in life, but what sets successful individuals apart is their ability to see these hurdles as stepping stones to success. So, let me ask you this, dear listeners. When faced with problems or setbacks in your life, what's your immediate reaction? Most people tend to complain, dwell on the negative aspects, and wonder, why is this happening to me? What am I going to do now? My plans are ruined. But what if I told you that there's another way to approach these situations? This response is natural, of course. However, as Jeff Keller's book teaches us, after the initial disappointment wears off, you have a choice to make. You can either wallow in misery or find the benefit or lesson that the problem is offering. A problem is often not a problem at all. It may actually be an opportunity in disguise. Think about it. Sometimes, adversity points out an adjustment you can make to improve certain conditions in your life. Without the problem, you might never have taken that positive action. Let's dive into some real-life stories that illustrate this powerful concept. In the 1980s, there was an individual who worked their way up to become a national sales manager for a medical equipment company. Life seemed to be going well, but then, in 1984, he lost his job. And several months later, he met with a terrible car accident that left him with severe injuries. Broken ribs, collapsed lungs, a bruised heart. It was a dire situation. While recovering in the hospital, this person started reflecting on his life and what they could do next. He had always been fascinated by inspirational quotes, which he had collected over the years. He remembered how these quotes had the power to uplift their spirits. That's when he had a brilliant idea. They'd start a business sharing these inspirational quotes with others. But here's the twist, he had no clue how to start a business like this. And to add to his troubles, he had to declare bankruptcy due to astronomical medical bills. He lost their home and had to move into a cramped apartment. But they didn't give up. They pushed onward with a positive attitude and relentless determination. Over the next few years, they took jobs to learn about marketing and printing. And one day, inspiration struck like a bolt of lightning. He decided to print these quotes on metallic gold cards that people could carry with them wherever they went. These cards were filled with wisdom on attitude, leadership, persistence, and courage. And guess what? 5 years after leaving the hospital, they sold their first success gold card, and today, they've sold more than 2 million of those cards. This incredible journey demonstrates how a tragic accident turned into a triumph, all because of a positive attitude and the determination to turn problems into opportunities. Now let's talk about business disappointments. Ever been in a situation where everything seemed to be going smoothly, and then, suddenly, it all fell apart? This is what happened to our author, Jeff Keller. He shares a personal story about a business venture involving t-shirt printing. Jeff had selected a company to print his Attitude is Everything t-shirts and committed to a significant advertising campaign to market them. But guess what? The screen printer he had chosen didn't fulfill the order for more than 5 weeks, way beyond the promised 2-week timeline. Jeff was in a tough spot. He had set pricing and delivery terms based on discussions with this printer. Instead of getting discouraged, Jeff immediately set out to find a better printer. And you know what? Within a week, he found one. Not only did this printer deliver in a matter of days, but Jeff is still working with them 8 years later. Losing the first screen printer turned out to be a blessing in disguise. It's a prime example of how what seems like a problem can actually lead to a better opportunity if you maintain a positive attitude and keep searching for solutions. Let's shift our focus to careers. Have you ever been in a job or career that made you unhappy, yet you felt stuck? Jeff Keller shares his own career transition story. Jeff was never interested in self-development materials until he faced years of unhappiness after graduating from law school. He found himself at a low point in his life, and it was during this time that he stumbled upon the principles of self-development. Looking back, he realized that all the misery he endured served as a blessing in disguise. Those tough times were necessary for him to truly understand the power of a positive attitude. Jeff's dissatisfaction with his legal career ultimately led him to switch to a career in self-development, a decision he wouldn't have made if he had rated his job as a C or C. It was only because he was experiencing an F in his life that he was motivated to make a change. And the rest, as they say, is history. Jeff Keller found his calling, and today he helps countless individuals transform their lives with the power of attitude. These stories teach us that problems and setbacks can indeed be turned into opportunities if you maintain a positive attitude and a willingness to adapt and persevere. But it's not just about these remarkable individuals, it's about all of us. Can you think of situations in your own life where a seemingly negative experience turned into something positive? Maybe you were dismissed from a job only to land a better position later on. Or perhaps a health problem forced you to change your diet and start exercising regularly. The point is that difficulties and setbacks can carry hidden benefits and lessons if you look for them. So, dear listeners, as you navigate the challenges and adversities that life throws your way, remember that every adversity carries with it the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit, as Napoleon Hill once said. Don't let problems cloud your attitude window forever. Clear off that cloudy window, and you might find that you can see even better than you did before. And before we end, I'd like to talk about the benefits of adversity. Number 1. Provides a different perspective on life, which leads to growth. Number 2. Teaches gratitude for all the things and people you have or had in your life. Number 3. Reveals your hidden potential. Number 4. Encourages change and action. Number 5. Offers valuable lessons that will help you in the future. Number 6. Opens new doors which you have never expected. Number 7. Builds confidence and self-esteem. You will have the ability to face tough situations in future. And with that, we've come to the end of today's episode. We hope you found these stories and insights inspiring. Thank you for joining us at Shipa Library. We believe in the power of knowledge. If you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking content.